Incredible. We're back.
And I'm playing twice.
No, we played that one time. All right, great.
Hey, I'm here. I'm not sick.
Welcome everyone to the very first stream of tonight of TDR. If you saw us previously, that's on you. No, you didn't.
If you trusted our advanced event links, that's you really ought to know better at this point, frankly.
Well, yeah, you know, nothing's ever that easy. You know, a link. Yeah. I don't think so.
You gotta work for it.
I don't make the event links, so they mean nothing to me. Well, welcome everybody on the YouTube and Twitchosphere to another exciting episode of TDR. 20 delicious roaches.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
I'm glad they're delicious, because otherwise 20 roaches would have been a big problem, but if they're good, I mean, that's nice, yeah.
They're tasty.
I'm going to throw Williams... I'm going to throw William's suggestion into the ring of that delayed restream.
That would be super inaccurate, of course.
That would be a little bit targeted.
Yeah, that would just be an inaccurate statement. I don't know why we would put that.
At 8 a.m.
Yeah,
It'll be fine. I don't know.
Yeah.
Nobody's helpful. Nothing but success.
I was just informed that in improv you never say no. I was just told that literally seconds ago.
This is why nobody gets paid money to do improv, though, you know?
No one can follow the simple rules.
All right, so do we have any pressing Wandering DMs announcements before we jump in?
Oh, well, you know, we have a really cool episode on Sunday, actually. We have Karen Twelves, who is the author of the book Improv for Gamers. And we have been looking forward to having her on for a while. She's got a revised, expanded edition coming out that's being crowdfunded right now on GameFound. So Paul and I have been looking forward to that for quite a while. So Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern, we'll be interviewing Karen and asking her a whole bunch of improvised questions.
Amazing.
Nice. Well, everybody make sure you check that out. Great. Then I think we are just ready to jump right into tonight's festivities. This is where our intro would go. I'm going to make that joke every time.
And, you know, last game you were complaining that you had to make the same joke every episode and it got boring. And now here you've set yourself up for it for no reason. Yes. You know? Completely unforced error.
That's great.
So last time, in our exciting foray into 2400 Intersystem Blues, our noble group of thieves and ne'er-do-wells finally got on the open ocean. Sailing for several days on the garbage barge, piloted by a woman named Sludge, they found the Arasaka, the Felicity ship, burning in the middle of the ocean. They took a good amount of time trying to make a plan of attack before approaching the ship as the storm was approaching. Eventually deciding that they would bring the barge as close to the ship as possible, find a way to activate the onloading-offloading ramp attached to the back of the main cargo ship, and just drive all the cars off of the cargo ship and onto the barge.
It's a good plan, I think.
We'll see. Remains to be seen.
Great plan.
There were some missing steps. Yeah.
They spent some time scouting the ship out, and noticed that they could. Yeah. K95 had a very good scouting role. and discovered multiple different points of entry.
That's true. That's true.
Including jumping into the ocean and climbing into one of the bilge ducts under the ship. You didn't take that. Instead, you came up to the backside of the ship and utilized BECCA's insane climbing ability to attach a rope between a porthole on the side of the Felicity and the garbage barge, where the rest of the crew made a treacherous climb over a stormy ocean being pelted by rain to climb into a ventilation duct.
It's quite scary. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Very scary. And into one of the cargo decks of the ship. Some more scouting discovered that they weren't alone, as there were all sorts of both electronic human security that they had a varying amount of success investing, leaving just 2 destroyed robots in a very elaborate scene of lost love ripped away was found next to all of the cool cars.
Yeah.
While looking for the controls to the giant on and offloading ramp, the crew unfortunately alerted the security on board, who used a variety of highly advanced technological drones and good old-fashioned bullets to trap the crew, grievously injure Thinkbot, and hopefully trap the crew on one of the lower decks. Fortunately, Thinkbot survived thanks to his breakable face.
Fortunately, you're strong. Yeah.
And I believe we ended with Victor and Kit 95 going up a side passageway where they discovered another of these deactivated kill drones that they quickly set activating and taking commandeering with Victor's very retro deck. Thinkbot a bleeding heap on the floor, and BECCA scrambling up the side of an interior ramp to hopefully get the drop on the security guards.
Oh, a mere think box now.
So
to be
I
just
think we're
a
going to
box.
pick up with Andy. You had just rolled, I believe, a 5 on your stealth check, hoisting yourself up a little further up the ramp, so as not to be hopefully not to be immediately in the security guard's line of sight.
That was tight.
Face the same fate as Thinkbot. I'm going to say you have managed to clamber up, maybe using some of the cars and cargo boxes around here as stepping stones, and you're kind of dangling now, fingers along the ledge on just the highest, smallest possible crevice where you can still squeeze your body through and get as close to the top of the ramp as possible. You can see that up here honestly looks like pretty well fortified from what you can tell. They haven't seen you yet, but you see 2 of these mechanical, dog-like, boxy drones on either end of the ramp, pointing their large rifles straight down, as well as one person in heavy tactical armor, with some sort of assault rifle or something like that slung around their shoulders, also kind of like scanning slowly back and forth down this ramp. As you watch, you do see that the person does every once in a while like look over their shoulder back into the room, as if they're looking to something or maybe having a conversation. You don't hear any voices, but it does happen pretty frequently.
Okay, so I'm at the edge of the room, and I can just see all this.
Yeah.
What were you going to say, Max?
Is this... Oh, sorry. This is the guy who shot me, right?
You assume.
Okay.
You don't see him because I assume you're not playing in front of the line of fire.
No, I'm sending
depends
text.
Yeah.
I'm sending text. I'm like taking a picture with my eyes, and I'm like, "LOL, this guy shot you." What a dumbass. I feel like a filter on him, like a little emoji.
Oh my god, I can't clear my text because my whole body is broken.
Shit. I didn't know you cleared them. Can I, it's like an open room, right? So can I, like, edge around the back, like, to try and see who's in the back? Or do I have to get all the way up to do that?
I think because it's a ramp, and seems to be the only access point, I think you'd have to pull yourself up a little bit to look deeper in the room.
Okay. I'm gonna do that. Well, first question. The guy, how far away is he? Is he within touching distance, or is he sort of further into the room?
No, they're still, so they're up the top of the ramp. They're like only just barely standing on the ramp. Yeah. Okay,
I will, I'll do a little push-up, try and see more of what's going on, and hopefully there's just a button there that says to turn off the robots.
Yeah, so I will say that this is going to be extremely dangerous. You can tell because if you do hoist yourself up, you will be, and are not stealthy, you will be directly in this guy's line of sight.
Before I do that, then, I'm going to change my face to look like Thinkbot's face, and then I'm going to hoist my way up, in the hopes that if everything fails, I can be like, dumbass, I was fine, and maybe, like, Thinkbot can crawl away.
Wow.
Great.
That's what Thinkbot would have wanted.
Doing something with the face is what I would have wanted, so...
Exactly. Okay. Cool. I don't suppose I get any bonus on my stealth for them being very distracted and thinking that there's no one else here.
You know, you get the feeling that they are in fact not distracted at all. Like this guy is very focused. So
okay.
No.
Great. Well,
smoke. A lot of smoke.
I have basically nothing that would help me. So I'm just gonna do it. I want to see what's going on. I'm just gonna try for it. You know, this is the vibes crew.
Yes,
this is just vibes.
It's the vibe. Let's be very clear. This is the vibes of that half of the group. That's the vibes of that half of the group. This is not speaking for the other half.
This column is like just vibes only, and that column is the brain cells of the operation.
Just before all the shooting started, the Thinkbot sent a text message to the text group that's just #vibes.
#vibes. I'm like, about to creep on these motherfuckers to the group chat.
I got shot.
Oh, well.
That's not a good sign.
I did roll a 6, though, which is pretty good.
Oh,
6, great. That is very good. Yeah. So you.
I was never worried.
For this crossing of the lines of fire here, and wait for an opportunity where you think maybe there's an extra dense patch of shadows here, and hoist yourself up. Great. Meanwhile, Victor and Kit, after a few minutes of tinkering and hasty like screwing and rewiring and things like that, you have yourself your own killbot, just kind of activated in standby mode.
Wow.
It hums softly with the sound of the battery, and Victor, you feel like you have
desire to kill
directly with your deck.
Great. I stand back. I dust off my hands. Kit, good job. Thank you for that. Thank you for the help.
We've brought this life into the world, and we're going to raise it together.
Yes,
I think it should.
It's really beautiful.
I mean, It's the first of its kind hybrid human android. You know, I mean, I think we should name it. It's the only appropriate thing. Maybe like Prodigy 95.
What should we name our...
Prodigy 95. It takes on my last
Prodigy
name.
95. I think that's...
Wow.
I think that's great.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds like a defunct operating system.
Yeah.
It's the most beautiful
It's
kill
not like
bot I've ever
it's
seen.
I know, it's nice. I agree. It almost gives me a sense of longing to stay in this world, but I'm sure that'll go away soon.
No, and I shake Kit by the arm slightly over aggressively. I'm like, no, you can't feel that way. You'll see our little prodigy grow up, and you've got to stick around for that. It's gonna be lit.
It's gonna be lit. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fantastic. Get some shades. Soon it'll be talking back to us, giving it lit.
Oh yeah, does it talk? Does it? No.
It mostly communicates by killing. Yeah.
All right.
So I think we're in like a control room here with controls that control the ramp. Is that my recollection?
Yep.
In the ramp room.
I try to log in and lower the ramp.
Great. Give me a hacking roll.
Great.
What we came here to do.
Got a cranial jack. Does that give me
help? Yeah, I think that'll give you help. You can throw an extra d6.
Great. I got a 6.
Okay, great. So you this is honestly a pretty analog system, so it's fairly easy to actually hack into all of the locked controls. A fair amount of actual figuring out what each lever does kind of thing. But yeah, you feel confident that you could control the ramp from here. Your impression is that this is it's a big to do when that ramp starts to open. It is the back half of the ship opening and a ramp out. You feel like we'll go directly into the ocean at this point. So,
have we heard shooting? Has shooting been audible to us?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And the group text, the group message, group chat's lit.
Lit, yeah.
Literally.
Do you think I should lower the analog garage, the analog ramp into the water at this point, maybe as a distraction, or should we hold off on that until the garbage stow is near us, until Sludge gets it around?
It's not really my specialty, but why not put it down for a distraction now? They're gonna know we're gonna be here. We don't know when Sludge is gonna get here.
Yeah. I grabbed the lever. Good. I grab the lever and I spin the dial. I push the slider.
Hey.
Ooh, a slider even.
You pull the lever and you flip some switches, and a bunch of alerts appear on the screens that are here that are ship is at sea. Are you sure? Damage and crew guarantee and a lot of that. You gotta bypass a lot of security.
I hit Y. I hit the Y key. Hit the Y key.
Right. Next.
Okay.
And the entire ship begins to rumble, and you hear the screeching of metal, and that is quickly paired with the howling of the wind as a crack along the back of the ship starts to slowly wrench open. And you can all hear from wherever you are on the ship the sounds of churning machinery and gears and a distinct, loud metallic whirring sound as again the whole back of the ship starts to mobilize.
Stealth.
Plan's working.
Thinkbot, are you
all of planning Kotaku?
Thinkbot, are you doing anything in particular?
I mean, I'm seeing that last time my cyber leg skates were broken, so I'm pretty sure I'm completely immobile.
You can still move, but it hurts.
We see that underneath Thinkbot's robes, it's actually just skates at the bottom and then a single pole all the way up to like a box where the face is on top of.
Oh
and
no!
It's just like it's like a jar with little pieces of like brain and electronics floating around in a big pot of coffee up there.
Nice.
And then a single human eyeball. That's how I see.
That's incredible. You should describe that ages ago.
Yeah, so there's spilled coffee everywhere, which is my blood. Jesus.
God, I didn't know that.
No.
I'm just gonna shout from where I am because the guy was there when he shot me, right? Like I saw him.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Okay, I'm down. I'm down. Are we cool now?
Holy shit.
Did you not? Did
Victor?
Did
Mm-hmm.
Did Mr. Smith not give you the warning that we were going to be here?
I think everyone can hear Thinkbot's shouts for sure.
This is my time, Victor. This is my purpose. I have to refurbish him.
That seems like an important purpose if he's spilled coffee everywhere.
Yeah. There you go. You gotta cover me.
Yes. And I'm going to go with Kit and I whistle to Prodigy. Here, boy. Here, boy.
Yeah, I mean, you whistle and then you input the command into the deck. Otherwise, you can't unmoving.
I'm going to assume that I've hacked in voice recognition at this point to my cranial jack. So I whistle and the command goes into the deck.
Wow.
Sure. I'm going to say you can control your cranial jack. Sweet. Your cranial jack is connected to your deck, so you can control it with your mind.
It's either that or it's a complicated series of beats. Okay, it's either going to be that or I'm going to go whoop whoop.
Whoop, whoop. No, that's fine. That's fine.
Bada boom. I can do that. Anyway,
I just had to game the system. Offer one thing and offer something much worse so that you get the first thing. You know.
Exactly.
I'm willing to negotiate by doing this horrible thing.
You two are back down to where
I will.
Is. It sounds like you guys are headed back down to where Thinkbot is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna try.
Great. BECCA, you find that your attempt to sneak up and around this ramp is aided quite seriously by just a shitload of noise just starts filling the space around you.
Incredible.
Thinkbot starts yelling,
I just stand up.
starts trying to make diplomacy with the guard that just nearly killed him, and the whole ship begins to rumble and move, and the lights flicker a little bit up here, and everything you can hear the creaking of the locks that are keeping all of the cars and cargo crates anchored to the floor as they're strained, as the ship lilts a little bit as it starts to move. And then the howling of the wind and rain, of course. So you find it's actually quite easy for you to slip up the side of the ramp here, vault over onto the top deck, and quickly crouch behind another sizable car. And you are up a little bit to the side of where these security is. Now that you're in here, looking around, you can see that in addition to all of the cars and cargo crates, there are a bunch more like just boxes here that kind of shift about now with the swaying of the ship. They all have a big GSS logo kind of just stamped onto them, and they're all like big, heavy metal square boxes. And they're just kind of stacked just in seemingly random places around here. Some of them are open. You can see there's a few that have like computers set on top of them. And kind of in the middle of a bunch of these crates, kind of near the middle of this deck, you can see there's another person wearing the same like security outfit as the first person. And they've got a couple of these like computers set up around them, and another one of these little robot drones kind of standing next to them.
Jesus Christ, Christian, every time I think I might be able to kill these guys, you make it worse.
That's a lot of kill bots.
Yeah, every plan to garbage. Oh, Jesus Christ. So the guy...
Fortunately, we have a garbage boat, so that's appropriate.
Yeah. Wow.
So the guy who is doing the programming back there, is the way that the other security guard is looking... Okay. Does he look furtive or secretive, or does he look like in charge, on top of his business kind of deal?
Yeah.
Like, it looked like he was there.
That's hard to tell, just based on their body language. It seems like this person is very distracted. Unlike the first person who's very keyed into like what's happening down the ramp and also elsewhere on the deck, this person is very focused on these computers, right? And maneuvering and typing away, trying to do something with them, and occasionally will look up and around at what's around them, but most is very focused. You get the sense that the person at the ramp is covering this person at the computer.
Whatever he's doing. I don't want to ruin these computers because it seems like he's in control of literally everything, and it would probably be really useful to just hack into that.
Huh.
But, can I see what's in any of the open containers?
Yeah, kind of craning your neck and squeezing yourself around this part. You can see the ones that are open appear to be empty. You see a couple of maybe like it looks like they were storing something very large and possibly very valuable. As there's kind of just like hacking foam with like cut big indentations in them. Some of them are just kind of big squares. And you see one that's open that has kind of 3 like discs, indentations of like discs.
Okay, here's what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to try to slip with the big loud noise and everyone kind of looking outward. I'm going to try to slip behind-ish the guy with all the computers so I can maybe just take a little screenshot, drop it in the group chat and be like, anyone know what this is?
Yeah, it's a man. Yeah.
No, a shot of the computers, dude. See if he's like hacking into stuff or he's controlling stuff or what. And my hope is that Kit's gonna see it and tell Victor because I know he's not on the chat.
Yeah, give me another stealth. It sounds like you're not taking any huge risks here. You're just trying to move to a spot where you can take this picture. So I don't think you'll be in any, unless you fail badly.
Okay. I rolled a d10 and it rolled on the 0, and I was like, oh god, but that's 10.
Oh. A 0 somehow.
Oh no. Couldn't be worse. No, couldn't be better. 10.
So perfect. Those of you with phones get a honestly pretty detailed and clear picture of this control console that this other security guard is working on. And I'm going to say if you show it to Victor, you can clearly
look.
it.
What?
I don't know.
what do I
Becca's
do?
sending pictures again. Maybe she's, I don't know, she digs this computer setup or something. I think they're a bit outdated.
That's not really
probably.
safe. People can track you with that. You get like targeted advertising. I wouldn't recommend that you be on that, but that's
Yeah, what?
that's interesting.
Yeah,
On
what?
that group chat thing on your phone, on the phone.
Oh,
No.
well, it's
We're on
embedded
Telegram.
into my
We're on Slackable.
it's embedded into my wrist, so it's kind of part of me. So.
Oh, wow! It's kind of like wow. It's like being imprisoned all the time.
Comes with like, wow, yeah. Trouble in Paradise already. We got 5 minutes of Prodigy 95. And here we are. Our first
I'm just
parental
looking out
argument.
for you. I'm just concerned about your well-being.
Are they inside of me now?
I'm gonna say it's pretty easy for you to climb back down the ladder and huddle over to Victor's or Thinkbot.
I don't want to complain, but I'm kind of dying here. I don't know.
Okay, maybe we'll get to you in a second. Thinkbot. So what do I see on the chat message?
Victor, look at my wrist.
So Victor, you can it's pretty clearly tell that this is some kind of drone control module. It looks like this person is controlling multiple different drones at the same time. You see much of the same like UI as the one that you're controlling right now. So you imagine at least some of them are these little killbots. But some of them just look like camera feeds and other kinds of more mobile drones.
Do we have like wreckage from a drone? Are we within running distance of wreckage of a prior drone that we took down?
It's pretty far away at this point. It is down the ramp on the deck below you.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I turn to Prodigy and I go, "Fetch, boy, fetch." Get the drone. Get the drone on the lower deck.
Isn't that one of those kill bots? Shouldn't it be killing?
We're trying to Kit and I are trying to teach it a number of tricks.
Yeah.
Oh, are you two an item now? I mean, I know one of you is an item.
No, we're just co-parents.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. That's very modern of you. That's great. Well,
That's right.
Mazel tov. No, yeah.
We're gonna have the killbot on alternate weekends.
Okay,
right,
that seems. I mean, I don't really care about the details of the arrangement, honestly. Just curious if one of you who was, a doctor could maybe, reattach my brain tank to my skates or something.
Thinkbot, look at me.
It's just only when the eye rotates around in the jar and bumps up against the inside glass to look at
it. Yeah. Are you ready for the final power down, or do you consent to my medical care?
Am I ready for the final? Are you gonna like put me
the final countdown?
Misery? Yeah. Is that the other option?
Or do you consent to my medical care?
I mean, as long as your medical care isn't shutting me down, then yes.
This is very confusing for my... Do you consent to my medical care? Or do you want the final shutdown?
I mean, both
as
options.
An authorized witness, I think he that was consent. I saw consent there.
Oh,
excellent. Okay. I would like to fix his legs.
Great.
Can I help with electronic skill?
No, this is definitely not electronic.
Okay.
So this is Stitcher, so I've...
Yeah. And I think you do get an extra die because of your kit. Sorry, what were you going to say?
No, I didn't know if it would be electronics or medicine. I didn't know if I had both those skills because I fix androids and I use electronics and people use medicine, or if it's just medicine for both people.
Makes sense to me.
Makes sense to me. It would be medicine.
Be medicine? Okay. Yeah. And then I get a +1 for a medical kit?
Yeah, so not a +1, but roll an extra d6.
Oh, okay. All right. I rolled a 5.
5, great. So you start. You crack open your surgery kit and you start trying to piece together and patch the holes that are in Thinkbot's corpse here. And I think you're going to make pretty quick work of it. And so in a matter of a few minutes, you get the right amount of drugs coursing through Thinkbot's body to pain. You set the most the most bleeding parts. You stuff with gauze and wrap in bandages. So Max, you are no longer considered injured. All your stuff is still broken.
Okay, great.
But you are functioning on quite the cocktail of painkillers and sutures here. So,
oh, wow, man, this mission is awesome. I'm having a great time.
Yeah, you are.
Kit, I'm sorry I looked you right in the eye. Kit, a lot of people don't like that. I didn't, usually that's why I keep my face on, but it's all messed up now, so.
It's fine. Everyone's beautiful in their own way.
Wow.
It helped me understand
not
that you
that guy
didn't
up there. He shot me. I'd like to.
What?
Should we do some?
What?
Should we revenge?
Who?
Revenge? Can we do
What?
that?
You could do sweet revenge. Sure. That sounds like an option.
I took the
Are you
picture
sure
with the
you
poop.
don't want to shut down? It's okay. Never mind.
No, I think
Say
I'm
no.
still
Say
good.
no.
In fact, I think I'm doing better than I was the last time you asked me. So I'm gonna stick with. I'm good. Yeah. So maybe we could just have the Killbot go and kill. Huh?
It's Prodigy back.
great. Meanwhile, as you're fixing up Thinkbot and sending the Killbot down to the deck below, the sound of the wind and rain just gets louder and louder, and you can see the back half of the ship is now, the doors are most of the way opened now, and you can see rain is just pelting in, and there are parts along the bottom where seawater is starting to lap up into the cargo decks of the ship itself, as very slowly from the bottom half decks of the ship, a ramp starts to come up and start to unfold itself up where this space has been made. BECCA, you can see as you're tucked away in the shadows here on the deck above. You can see the two guards here get significantly agitated by this. Again, you can't hear them. You imagine that they're communicating somehow, but not vocally or out loud, at least. As the one at the ramp doesn't move and continues standing there with his gun trained down, but he they look back and forth to each other a couple times, and then up at the ramp, and then those killbots kind of take a few steps, start to move back towards where this second guard is, and the first guard starts to move towards the back of the ship. Leaves the ramp, right, walks around towards where maybe the control panel for the ramp is, and starts moving in that direction.
Okay. So
That's going to give you away.
I moved the mic, it's fine. So there's only the one human guard, and then there's the 3 killbots left.
Yes.
Okay, and the 3 killbots are all trained looking back where Thinkbot went down, or 2 of them are and one of them not?
2 of them are. One of them is on standby, maybe. It's hard to tell. They don't have a face, so.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to try, if Victor has told me that this is the control for the killbots, I am going to attempt to sneak up behind the human and just press a sword to his throat and try very menacingly to be like, follow my instructions if you want to live.
All that stuttering beforehand is really gonna be menacing. That's really gonna convince them.
I'm planning it in my brain. I'm planning it in my brain as I get there. No, it's cool and possible. Like, give me instructions if you want to live.
That sounds like an intimidation roll. I think you are helped by the fact that you are coming out from the shadows. So nice. I think that'll give you an extra die. Yeah.
Okay. That's 2d6 then, correct? Because I haven't got intimidation. Does the implanted sword that I have do anything?
It's cool letting you make this trick where you put a sword to his throat.
Okay.
Put a sword to their throat if you didn't have a sword.
That makes a lot of sense.
What the hell? All right, that's a 6. I am getting so much luck from having nothing but once last time.
Good,
killing it today.
Fuck yeah! And this guy, killing it, and this guy. Let's do it.
So you're just holding this guy at knife point, right? Not
yes,
actually.
My hope is no, what I want to do is put like the knife like directly underneath his throat, so if he does any typing at all,
take the deck.
Right. Yeah. You stalk forward from the shadow, and you leap out as if a shadow may manifest and wrap yourself around this guy, and your sword unsheaths itself from your arm right up against their throat. And what do you say?
I say, give me the controls if you want to live. Give me the controls if you want to live. I say twice. I'm very nice.
The robots beep and kind of turn. The one next to you, the third one, kind of beeps angrily and whips around and starts training its gun at you, but his hands are up off the controls, and it hasn't shot you yet. And he goes, "Oh, all right, calm down."
Okay.
His voice is kind of like it's through several layers of like filters from this helmet that he's wearing.
Oh, geez. Good. Well, give me the controls of the robot. The other robot. The kill bot. I stopped talking. Every character I've ever played is like this. Why?
Andy gets real in-universe performance anxiety.
You don't want to do this. It's even if you get the cargo off the ship, you can't sell it. If you surrender now, you'll live to get off this ship.
I don't believe you because of the guns and how you shot my friend who was just trying to talk.
Very confused by this. Like, what? I just try. What?
Yeah.
Who are you people?
Listen, this is not a cover. We are a super secret strike squad, and you won't know our names, and we'll steal this stuff, and you won't know who did it. So that's on you. Give me the controls if you want to live. This is not a negotiation.
Wow.
Kind of like scoots back and like gestures towards the various computers that you're looking at. It's not like one computer, it's like several laptops kind of arranged next to each other.
That's how programming works.
Yeah, for sure. With the hand that's not holding a sword to this guy's throat, behind him, where he can't see, I just pull my phone out, snap a shot, and send that to the group chat. Got him! What now? Someone show this to the guy who knows about the computers. Hope everything's good.
Great.
I'm finishing an email on my deck. I'm writing an email on my deck to BECCA. Subject, urgent, body, take the laptop with you, exclamation mark, best regards, comma, signature, send.
15 minutes later, I
signature
attacked.
macro. Wow, are you all seeing Becca's vacation pics? It looks like she's having a great time.
I am.
At about this time, Prodigy 95 comes up. You hear a loud, like, scraping of metal on metal, and Prodigy 95 is walking up the ramp, just scraping and dragging from a kind of singular claw that it has out from its chassis. The kind of mangled remains of another drone that BECCA skewered.
Oh, look at the little guy.
Who's a good boy?
He's carrying
Who's a good boy?
much.
You are. That's right. You're a good boy. What a good boy. See what our boy did, Kit. Isn't he a good boy?
Yeah, it's great. Look at you. Look at you. You're doing it every day.
And it kind of drops the remains next to you and then just stands totally still.
I
Okay,
pat
so what
it
I'm
on top of
hoping is
whatever looks like its head.
There you go.
Great.
So I'm hoping there's enough of the transmitter. I'm hoping there's enough of the transmitter that I can connect to it, connect back to the control station.
Yeah, if you remember, you tried this before when you first disabled these bots. The bots were pretty seriously mangled, and I feel like the functionality of these to transmit any information out besides like a video feed is limited.
Yeah,
You're not
I know
exactly. They're not super sophisticated killbots here. They can see, they can shoot, and occasionally they can drag.
Yeah, seems like they're pretty dedicated to killing.
So I thought we didn't smash one of the flying drones. I mean, there's flying drones around, right?
Yeah, there was one that you didn't interface with at all.
Got it. Okay. Is there anyone in sight? Is there one in sight, like monitoring us at the moment?
You look around and you can see that there is kind of one like hovering near the ramp.
I want Prodigy to grab that, not completely trash it, and bring it back.
Okay. Give me
Maybe this is more of a telekinesis sort of situation, huh?
Hell yeah, you're on the good drugs too. Great.
Oh yeah, I am on the good drugs, right? Could I telekinesis the bot into my, kind of force pull this thing?
Yeah. I think that's easily enough done. It's not moving. The person who's controlling it as being held at knife point, you grab it with your mind and you yank it over.
Awesome.
Oh, I don't even need to roll. Oh, great. Okay.
No.
Awesome.
I moved it with my mind.
Awesome. I mean, Prodigy's pretty heavy, right?
Extremely heavy.
Okay, I just wanted to step on the thing.
Who's the big boy?
Right, there's a big boy, right. There you go. I wanted to step on the thing and just pin it against the ground so it can't fly away.
You think about that for a second. You think if Prodigy were to step on this drone, it would flatten it like a pancake.
Gentle, be gentle. Good boy, be gentle. Just gently step on it, pin it down.
You lay the drone on the floor. Prodigy lifts up one of its clawed hands and like touches the drone. You can instantly hear like the cracking and creasing of plastic.
Stop. Okay, that's enough. That's good. Good boy.
Why did I bring it over here? We're just going to crush it.
No, I didn't want to crush it. I just wanted to pin it so it doesn't fly away. And then I want to tap it. I want to jack into it. Like the cyber hacking cowboy I am.
I could have just stepped on it.
I'm worried about your whole chassis there.
That's true. I mean, just lifting a bunch of coffee is still spilling out from underneath the robes. I get it.
Great. What is Victor? Go ahead and give me a hacking roll for that. And Kit and Thinkbot, what are you doing while Victor starts to jack into this?
Do I get an advantage roll on this? I got a custom deck. I got a cyber link. And I'm just super cool too.
I think no, because you're kind of stretching the limits of your cyberlink. You're controlling the killbot with basically your brain at this point, which is kind of
got it.
You could stop controlling the killbot with your brain, and then you'd get that advantage.
I do not want to stop controlling the side of the killbot with my brain.
Yeah.
You guys don't have hacking, do you? Like nobody else here has hacking to help me with this.
That's just you.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Okay, here we go. There's the really good screenshots, so maybe that helps. You know what?
I have really good screenshots of what it's like on the other end. That seems convincing to me. I open up tight VNC, right? And
oh my god! Wow.
Okay, and then I take over the controls on the other end of the link.
I
can give you a demonstration if you like.
That's what you
Man, this is a joke just for us.
Oh my god, that's what we use to control the stream.
I don't think you get the extra die here. Sorry.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Here we go. D8. Come on. Don't screw this up. 7, sir.
Hell yeah!
7.
Pretty good.
Big rolls.
Excellent. Great. And so, sorry, Kit and Thinkbot, are you doing anything while this is happening?
Can I tell by the guard, who I assume is still up there's thoughts, if he's aware of BECCA? Or can I just try to scan his thoughts without seeing him?
Yeah, you try to scan the thoughts of the guard that you scanned the first time, and the mind isn't there anymore.
He walked. Oh, hey, the guard walked away. The one who shot me. Oh, he's probably trying to escape that revenge I was gonna do.
All right. What do you want to do?
I guess I'll just wait for. Just gonna wait for Victor to finish. I suppose. Feels like the rest of this mission is gonna be real easy if we control all these killbots.
I'm gonna patch up the giant coffee jar that is Thinkbot's head. Stop sleeping.
Oh yeah, if you could just put some decaf in there, that'd be great. That'll really calm me down.
Don't have decaf. I just have Folgers crystals. It's an emergency kind of filler. I know.
Oh,
I'm just gonna some water. Lukewarm. That's all I've got. I'm so sorry. I know. Normally I would get some like grounds, some really nice like Sumatra or something, or like maybe an espresso. But today I've just got Folgers.
Really great
it's instant.
Is when. Oh man!
Wait,
all right.
Canonically, wasn't there a coffee maker in one of these cars?
What?
I remember that.
I don't remember that.
I do remember that.
You know what really makes it the freshest is when someone grinds it by hand for like 10 minutes really loudly. That's what I really like.
It's really nice.
It has to be a human. You don't want a machine to do that. It has to be a human being grinding your coffee grounds.
Yeah, I mean that's what really makes it. You got to get that human touch.
Yeah.
Becca, go ahead and give me a reading people roll here.
I'll be right back.
Still reading people, which I assume.
Oh yeah, of course I have.
As you're maintaining this hostage situation.
Okay, cool. Well, I haven't got a reading people roll, so we're gonna roll a d6 and be lucky it's not a d4, I guess. Oh, I fell off the table. That's a 4. That's not bad.
Wow,
that's not bad.
You're crushing it. You're killing it tonight.
There's a moment where you're grabbing this guy. You've got your knife to his throat. You're texting the group, and you see there's something happening on the computer screens here. You're not entirely sure, but it's like they're crackling and things are moving around. And there's a lot of noise, right, with the whirling of the wind and the rain. And you're kind of shocked out of this kind of stupor, or this you've got a lot you're kind of focusing on, as you hear the sound of like a gun cocking, right? A bullet being chambered into a gun. And you jump and you look over to your side and you see the other guard maybe 5 feet away from you with an assault rifle pointed at your head. And you kind of have a moment where you lock eyes, and they are way closer than you thought they would be. They must have been moving incredibly quietly. But you do catch them before they're able to totally disarm this. Sick.
Great. Oh, you think that's where you were going to shoot my brain? You think the brain's going to do anything? Nice try. I'm going to kill your friend. And if he moves... Okay. I press the knife a little bit closer to the guy and try and stand so that the guy is the buffer between the two of us.
Great. The guy, you can see kind of through the visor of this guy's helmet. His eyes kind of dart between you and the guy you have, and then back to you. And he takes like a half a step closer. He says, "Do it."
Oh.
Do I have drones? Do I have drones? Do I have control of the drones at this point?
We'll get back to you, Dan. We'll get back to you in a second. This is a complicated situation.
At any point, at any point when I have vision on BECCA, I'm ready to assist.
Prepare to move. If the second he moves, before he even starts moving, like before he even starts talking, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna kill this guy. Fuck it. I give fair warning.
Give me a melee combat skill.
Things got serious here.
Combat, if I've got a sword up against somebody's...
What's happening here is not, can you stab this guy in the throat and kill him instantly? You're definitely going to do that. It's, can you kill this guy and then get out of the way before this other guy shoots you in the face?
Ooh, important question.
Stab, lots of things happen. You stab your knife. He pulls his trigger when he sees you. And there's a lot... The situation erupts here.
Situation erupts, but may I point out that the other thing I have written on my sheet next to O2 canister is spring-loaded legs. So what I would like to do is shoot this gentleman and then parkour the fuck out of there.
Great.
That gives me an advantage.
That sounds like an extra die.
Okay, cool. Come on. We've been doing so good here. That's a 3. It's a 1 to 3. It's a 3.
Great. Your knife, like a hot knife through butter, slides into this guy's
gross.
It's coated with the lifeblood, and you feel him spasm and go limp. And you immediately trigger your leg and go soaring backwards, but not before this guy, who's just got nerves of steel and the fastest reflexes you've ever seen, pulls off a controlled burst of fire that catches you across the side of your leg, and you go soaring back. And you're gonna take harm unless you can break something, a piece of your equipment here, as the bullets kind of rend through. Victor, you hear as you're hacking the crackle of automatic fire. Right when you get control, and you see now you have multiple different view screens on your deck now of 5 or 6 various drones that are on this ship.
Do I see the guy that's shooting at BECCA?
Absolutely.
And it's just one guy shooting at BECCA, is that right?
Currently, you only see one guy. Yeah.
Okay, so I target every single drone I possibly can on that guy and blow him to smithereens.
Yes.
Great. Give me a shooting roll.
Oh, I don't have that. Rats. All right, here comes a straight D6. Roll a 4.
A 4.
Okay.
Great.
Good.
So, Becca, did you break something?
it probably makes most sense for me to break my spring-loaded legs if that's where I'm getting shot. So,
yeah. That sounds great. So you hit the deck, your legs fizzing and sparking, and really up here, there's just an explosion of sound as the heavy thumping of the rifles on these drones starts firing. Becky, you
set the 7/8 time. I set the firing to 7/8 time with a back.
Oh, that's so. Oh, ow! Ow! Why?
The shots here, they aren't all really accurate, and some of them go wide. But you do see that this guy gets caught a couple of the times in his chest. But he keeps he hunkers down and barrels away, goes careening behind an SUV up here. As you imagine, the shots from the drones maybe just destroyed his armor that he was wearing. Meanwhile, all of you can see now and hear as it sounds like there's a hurricane in here right now. The wind is howling. You are getting now, even from the middle of the deck here, splashed with water from the rain. And if you look out the back of the boat, you can just see the open ocean is just out there. Vaguely, kind of hazily through the darkness, you can see what maybe is another vessel rocking and careening in the waves behind you, as a ramp starts to slowly descend from the back of the ship here and start to dip into the ocean itself. You think it has maybe a few more minutes ramp extending before it is fully ended. Everybody.
This reminds me of one of my favorite video games. Grimstorm. I was a top player in _98.
3098.
Kit and Thinkbot. This went from a kind of sitting around waiting for a ramp to go down situation to a lots of bullets being shot situation. As you can hear, just the torrential sound of gunfire from above you. And Victor appears to be very focused on his deck now at this point. What are you doing?
Do we have a way to contact Sludge?
Sure. I'm gonna say you probably have her number.
Okay, I'm gonna call her up right now then.
Great. She picks up and it sounds like she's shouting over the sound of the storm. Yeah?
Hey, Sludge, can you hear me?
Yeah!
You can hear me okay, even over all the noise?
What?
Oh, you can't? Okay, hang on, I'll talk louder. Can you hear me, Sludge? It's me, Thinkbot. Oh, hello. How are you doing out there?
Shut up! What do you want?
I can't do both. I can't answer the question. You know what? Here we go. I'm just going to say, you can see now, if you look out the port side of the ship, that the vessel, the Felicity, is now open. If you could kindly drive the trash ship to there, we're going to start putting cars into it.
Okay.
As was our plan all along. Okay, confirmed. You're going to do that now. Is that?
She hangs
check?
Up. When you start, continue to at her. She hangs up.
Sludge. Hello, Sludge. All right, I think she's going to do it. I think she's going to do it.
Yeah.
I'm having trouble focusing on the details, maybe because of all the drugs and Folgers coffee in my brain. But
did she hang up on him? Is that what happened?
Yeah, I think so.
It seems like
that sounds about right. I'll send an email to make sure that she gets it. I start writing an email to Sludge.
Victor,
Subject,
maybe you should. Victor, instead of the email, maybe you should See if you can demagnetize all the cars.
Oh, that's good. I try to hack in and demagnetize the cars.
About that.
Yeah, I'm going to say that is from this control module that you have access to. You're going to pretty easily be able to do that. However, your control over the drones is going to suffer. Hard to do that multitasking here. You got a lot going on that you're paying attention to. As now there's the sound of a hurricane all around you.
I'll try to do both. Screw electromagnetism. I hate that. So I'm going to shut that off.
Great. And are you just turning the? How are you going about turning the magnets off? Are you just sort of turning them all off?
Just the ones directly around the guy shooting at BECCA, so that maybe one of them rolls into him and pins him. I want just the ones around that guy, so that when it rolls and two of them smash him in between.
That's very hopeful.
Yeah,
that's my master plan.
Great. Yeah. Go ahead and roll electronics or hacking.
Yeah.
Go ahead and only roll a d6 because you're distracted.
Yeah.
And the consequences are going to be how accurately you're able to unmore these.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, where did I land?
Pretty close to this guy who's shooting you. You're not that far away.
Good. Great.
Yeah, you're in the same.
Do I get some heads up about this car situation at all?
Sounds like no.
Victor,
Sounds like
Victor doesn't have a cell phone.
Yeah, we're kind of busy down
I
here.
don't have a cell phone. Tell BECCA I'm demagnetizing cars right around that guy. Whatever she does, stay away from that guy. Just go anywhere not near that guy.
Beep, 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 beep,
as long as she's not near that guy, everything will be fine.
Go ahead and give me that
there's
roll.
lots of cars getting magnetized.
I got a 1.
A 1?
Oh, boy.
Wait.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
You all hear the sound, a kind of clunk, 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 clunk sound coming from above you, as if lots of very heavy metal things were either attaching or de-attaching to other very heavy metal.
Oops.
Okay.
Down, and everything around you just starts moving. You can see, looking around, it appears that Victor has accidentally demagnetized all of the cars on this deck. And just cars start sliding and screeching and spinning off. Some of them are manually tied down, so those move much less. But the others start careening and crashing into each other. You see two of these killbots that are up here just get flat between two heavy and a
curse you, James Maxwell.
You can see the ramp way at the back, but if you were imagining like driving a car down that ramp, it would be, like driving through heavy highway traffic. You are fortunately unscathed. You're able to hop up onto the roof of a car, onto the hood of a car. But you can see the other security guard here has done something similar, and you can see him kind of intermittently between the shifting cars, cargo up here, maneuvering through the cars. You're not sure where.
We are really fast and furiousing this one.
We are. Good for us. Well, how are the cars doing up top? The shooter guy. Did they crush the shooter guy successfully and leave me alone? Is that how that worked?
It looks like they've left both of you alone.
Good ask.
Okay.
Well,
You know what?
just these.
Right? Wasn't he climbing around on top of the cars? Isn't that what?
Yeah.
You just said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, they just haven't become demagnetized where they're demagnetized down.
They have.
Oh, okay. He's just doing a good job.
All the cars.
Okay.
You were on, BECCA.
Oh,
have all
okay.
demagnetized. Everything is demagnetized now up here.
Did I hear that killbots were smashed up? Did I hear that?
Yeah, you heard and you can check the feeds. A couple of them appeared to have been totally crushed.
Great.
Prodigy's okay, right? Prodigy's okay, right?
Yeah, Prodigy's fine. Prodigy's down here with you.
How crowded is the car situation? If someone were to say, get on a sick motorcycle, could they drive around them?
Wow.
It'd be really hard. It'd be very hard.
It would look pretty cool, though, I bet. Yeah.
It was very cool.
It would be sick.
Well, this is Team Vibes. I'm sorry. Are there any sick motorcycles near me?
Sure. Oh, yeah.
I could have stopped you from making this choice. Yeah.
Nope, I'd like to get on a sick motorcycle, please.
Wait, go ahead and give me a driving roll.
That's good. I'm very good at that. It says here I have
Can someone describe the sick motorcycle for me? I want to know exactly what the sick motorcycle looks like.
It is the red motorcycle from Akira. Perfectly matches my jacket.
Oh.
We look dope as hell.
It's going to be a shame when this goes wrong.
It's going to go so good. It's going to go so right. I'm going to roll this D6. I'm going to get another 6. It's going to be the sickest thing you've ever seen in your life. This
is great. This is my favorite roll right here.
Yeah, so actually, this is pretty hard. So don't roll a D6. Roll a D4 as you were driving in extremely unfavorable conditions.
What?
Great. Well, we'll disregard the roll I got on that D6 then.
Yeah, let's ignore that.
Okay.
4 on the D4 because life is so...
All right.
Holy shit. What?
You jump on this motorcycle, the motorcycle from Akira, you kick it into action, and the engine roars to life. And you start trying to... Are you trying to drive it off where are you driving?
Great question. I didn't think I'd get this far.
Right? I don't even know what I'm doing on this motorcycle.
No, I would like to drive. You said the shooter is trying to climb on the cars going somewhere. My goal is here to drive by him and kind of knock him off. Stab him with my sword. Cool as heck.
Wow. Kick him with the spring legs.
My spring legs are broken, sir.
Even worse.
It's cool. I have loads of backups. It's fine. Canonical. Kristen's like, what can I make you roll? Like a D.
And you got a 4.
I got a 4 out of 4.
Yeah. All right. So 4 is still not good. So you kick the motorcycle into action, and you got to do some really aggressive driving here. And basically you're fishtailing left and right, squeezing between, crashing into each other. And at one point you wheelie it up on top of another SUV that's about to pin you up against another.
I mean, it is pretty cool. Yeah.
You feel like if anyone were watching, it would be very cool. And you start aiming it at this guard, and you do manage to get pretty close and kind of really bump the side, crash the side of the motorcycle into the car that they're on, and they kind of go flying back and slam into one of these cargo containers there. Only they're still kind of upright. They're a little bit pinned here between the cargo container and another car, but they've got their gun around, and you try to rev the motorcycle out, but you just hear the wheels start to skid on the ground as you've kind of got it locked. The front wheel is kind of locked and pinned itself, and is just kind of not able to really rotate here, as it's been pinned between the bulkhead and some debris, and you're just kind of stuck idling here in the motorcycle as this guy brings his rifle to bear on you. Meanwhile, downstairs, everyone can hear just fucking so much noise. It sounds like the worst stuff you've ever had. Like a 30, whatever a car pile up would sound like.
Crunch.
Smashing the booming of metal on metal, the hurricane of wind. You can hear in the distance maybe what sounds like cars falling into the ocean, maybe. Yeah.
Some are on fire, I assume.
Some are probably on fire.
Don't forget about the fire.
I haven't forgot about the fire.
I think you forgot about the fire for a while.
What'll help is all this water.
Yeah.
Good job, Team No, on the stealth infiltration again.
Yeah.
So is Sludge there yet?
Yeah, you can kind of see Sludge in position here. It'll take some fancy driving, but you do feel like this is the best positioning to drive a car off a ramp into a boat.
So, we can hear the cars moving around upstairs, right?
Absolutely. It sounds like several car accidents happening every minute, every second, every 10 seconds.
Ooh, that's gonna hurt their insurance. Ooh, another hit to the insurance.
That was a really bad one I rolled.
Can I peek up the ramp here and start trying to telekinetically suggest the cars start moving down to the ramps? Because if they were to hit this ramp, they'd go down they'd hit the actual ramp and just start heading towards the boat, right?
Yeah, I'm going to say your telekinesis is only as strong as your arms. I don't think you went up there with your arms and tried to guide the cars that are moving around up there. You would have
just turn their front two wheels. I could do that with my hands. All you got to do is turn one wheel, and then the other front wheel will follow it.
It's like one of those little. It's like one of those little ball, get the ball in the hole tray games with the 18 balls, trying to get the right thing in the right thing.
Sure.
All right.
Okay, great.
I'll let you try
it. Okay, well, I got a 3, so might not be going that well.
You look up, and it's real chaotic, and you kind of got to dodge out of the way a couple of times as boxes and one of the mangled remains of crushed Killbot just comes tumbling down the ramp here. You do manage to get like a pretty nice, what you think is a pretty nice looking sports car. You concentrate, and you're like, turn the wheel, and it starts to maneuver, and it kind of ramps down, and it kind of crashes down the ramp and starts skiving down the rest of this. And this car's beat to hell. Like there's dents in the side.
Perfect. We got it.
All smashed in. It looks like the is indented.
I take out my little notebook and I put a check mark under the car stolen. So I can get 1.
The windshield gets smashed.
Yeah.
That's what we get to
yeah.
What are you doing during all of this chaos?
I'm observing. Yeah, I was thinking about. I wanted to kind of figure out if BECCA is okay, because I haven't gotten text messages from BECCA recently, and I know she's up there. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you trying to climb up to get a look at her, to see her?
Yeah, that sounds smart. With a bunch of cars rolling around. Sure, yeah. Yeah, it's a role-playing game. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Great, yeah. You pull yourself up the ramp as Thinkbot's car wreck in motion here comes sliding down the ramp.
I'm just giving you 2 thumbs up as it goes by.
Like a box to pull yourself up on, and you're very careful, and it's taking a lot of your focus to not get hit by a car here. But you do see BECCA in the precarious position that she is on a motorcycle. Looks like in the middle of some kind of sweet Akira slide, but one wheel stuck, jammed into the bulkhead with this security guard bearing his rifle down on it.
Do I have, with my microscopic scope eye, cyber eye, or X-ray eye, can I get a good kind of idea of a spot where his armor is not covering him? Like his mouth, or his neck, or...
Wow.
Yeah, it looks like his armor is
broken,
actually
right?
banged up. Yeah.
Sorry, what, Christian?
His armor looks pretty banged up, a little worse for wear. You see like pock marks and bullet holes through it, and it's kind of smoking.
And he's on top of a car?
He's kind of like pinned between, he's kind of got himself propped up, like feet on the hood of one car, his back up against a cargo container.
All right. All right. I'm gonna hop in a Volkswagen Bug that's nearby.
Nice. Super nice choice.
I'm going to get it going with electronics.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, easily.
And I'm going to maneuver and ram him.
Great. Give me a driving roll.
I don't know what that is. I don't have driving. Does roll a D4 or a D6 or what I roll?
D6. Yeah, then just a D6.
4.
Hell yeah.
4. Interesting. Yeah, so you're you find a bug. Strangely, so we must have an order on this.
Futuristic.
And you pretty quickly hotwire it, and you gun it, pedal to the metal, and you have a BECCA. You're in the perfect position to see this all happen as you're watching this guy draw a bead on you and start to pull the trigger. Of a bug sailing through the air, ramped off the other remains of the car, just crash right into this guy, like hitting him right in his gut. Unfortunately, as you see, the windshield gets kind of a spurt of blood shoots up on it, and you hear this sickening crunch of like bones and organs crunched. The guy's got his finger in almost a dead man's grip, starts pulling down on his gun, and just automatic fire just rips across the front part of the beetle here and catches you right across your body. So you will be wounded unless you can break something big as you are stuck in this car. The car is totally ruined, broken on the cargo container behind him. It's automatic
we
fire.
really killed the shit out of these guys, man. A lot more violent than I expected it to be.
I took a video of it while it was happening. It was the only thing I had time
Gross.
to really.
Wow.
And I have uploaded that to the chat so everyone could see. And by everyone, I mean obviously Victor is not going to see it. He doesn't
Can you email it to me? Email it to me.
No.
Oh, that's gross.
I can take up to a 20 megabyte attachment.
No, it's mostly just like shamming it.
I messaged back, what have we become?
So, becoming wounded, you'd make all of your rolls at a D4, no matter what your skill is, or you can break something big that you have on you, a piece of gear, and that'll just cost a credit time to repair.
Okay. Well, all I've got is a pistol and then my eyes. So maybe
You have your medical kit?
What? I do have my medical kit, but that's me. I am the medical kit. How about I take one? I lose my scope. I lose my microscope eye.
Great. So I'm going to say that's your cyber eyes working. So yeah, the glass. Luckily, the bullets miss you, but the glass shattering in kind of cuts all up on your face, and you feel just searing pain, and you're kind of like your vision is really blurry now. And anyone who looks at you just see Kit, just blood pouring across her face.
I'll take my full visor sunglasses. I put them down, but there's just still blood streaming down my cheeks.
Wow.
So, you know.
That was pretty sick too, honestly. Yeah, no, that seems sick. Wow.
I feel like that's going to be someone's Halloween costume.
Is that guy still alive, or did he get crushed?
Oh, he's super dead. He's super. You hit him with a
Yeah,
car.
that was pretty dead.
Give life and you take it.
Power down, sucker. Power down. And I'll hobble on over to you, Becca. And they'll be like, let's roll.
Let's roll. Can I... does the motorcycle work again? Can I get
absolutely
onto it?
not. No, it's the whole front part of it at this point is twisted and mangled. And you feel like if you don't, like, it take a long time to get it out of here. If you don't move pretty quickly, it's going to get hit by another car.
Yeah,
okay,
I was going to suggest the mom van. There's a big utility van there. It's got dual monitors, air conditioning. It's good for kids. Automatic doors, 8-seater.
Well,
you know,
it
I mean,
saved my life, so we get to go in the boring car. We'll do that. I take a moment of silence for the Akira
practical
motorcycle. It's practical.
Let's just put the motorcycle in the back.
Can I try to like focus better on the magnetic locks? So now that we're not, I don't think we're in a fight at this point. I'd like to take a second better attempt at the magnetic locks to actually take control of this collapsing parking lot.
You feel like the deck above you is pretty far gone. You could re-engage magnetic locks. Who knows if they would connect to anything or stop any of the cars that are currently moving. Things are pretty fucked up there. You could take another crack at opening magnetic locks on the deck you're on or another deck.
Yeah, I think I need to.
Okay,
I need to kick.
Why don't we do this? I'll get in one of the cars down here since my psychic powers aren't working too well up there, probably because I'm so injured and not because it was a bad idea. And you just try to unlock the car that I'm in, and then I'll gracefully, for the first time ever, drive a car into the boat.
But don't we need to go up? Don't we need to go up to the deck of chaos in order to get to the ramp to get down? Can we get directly from this deck?
No, I thought it was because we.
This one you're on does have ramp access.
Okay, well then I do that.
Below you do.
Got it. Okay, great. Okay, great. Okay, yeah, well then I do that. I take careful, disciplined control of the magnetic locks here and release the one that Thinkbot's getting into.
Okay.
Choose a cool one.
So, it sounds like that this is going to be your plan for the rest, getting as many cars as you can onto the garbage barge. Is anybody doing anything else, or are you all kind of trying to now carefully drive cars off this cargo ship into the barge?
Carefully. I can't see, so I got the right shotgun. Do you want to get the motorcycle in the back? I'm going to fold the seats down. And then get the motorcycle in there.
Is the motorcycle, like, salvageable? Like, could I bring it to a dedicated mechanic? And
you're sitting there in the driver's seat of this mom van, and setting the seats back down, looking over at this really cool Akira motorcycle. You're like, oh yeah, if you like pull it out and you can turn the mom van around, then you could probably, and it's just the front wheel, and then bam, it just gets crushed into the road.
Kristen! Damn! That is cruel. Holy crap! Wow! Holy crap!
But look, the steering wheel's heated. Isn't that nice? Nice.
Wow! That's so funny.
Wow!
Also, the back has cup holders.
Great.
Incredible.
It's beautiful.
Maybe you guys should just get down off the deck. Maybe you guys should come down.
Maybe
to the
we should
deck
just abandon that one.
like
Yeah.
The crazy pinball of destruction.
we're gonna drive the mom van down without my beautiful fucking car. Motorcycle. It was beautiful.
It was.
I
really
can't
was.
believe
I saw that on the drone.
I can't believe God would take that from me. That is unbelievable.
I was rooting for you via drone.
If it makes you feel any better, I was shot multiple times and almost killed. So
I was shot once.
Yeah, actually, that does actually make me feel better.
Is that
you.
weird?
Oh, you were talking to BECCA. Oh, okay.
It's not supposed to make anybody else feel better. It's just a lot. Let's get the damn car. Let's finish with this. Stupid cars off the stupid boat. I'm coming on. I'm running out. I'm waking up from with a hangover from all these painkillers.
Allie's cars are so good.
Great. So what I'm gonna ask for is, I think, like, one hacking or electronics roll to decouple the cars carefully from the magnetic locks, and then one driving or piloting roll to get the cars from the cargo ship onto the garbage barge.
So I'd like to try electronics, and I'd like to get help from BECCA, from Kit, because I know that she has electronic skill as well.
Okay.
Yeah, cool.
That sounds reasonable.
Great. So we'll both roll our skill on that.
Could I say that the driving I did on the motorcycle is experience, and I now know how to drive slightly?
I don't think so. I don't.
No, you take my motorcycle from me, and you take my extra D6 from me. Whatever.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I do agree.
Maybe Thinkbot, I can Google it on my cranial jack. How to drive.
Wow,
we watch
how
a
to drive.
instructional YouTube video.
I'm just gonna roll the stupid D6.
So, unfortunately, before we get to the driving, we've BECCA and I have, damn it, Kit and I have disastered our electronics rolls.
Yeah, we did. We botched it.
So BECCA and Thinkbot, go ahead and give me your driving rolls. It sounds like you're the ones driving the cars off.
3.
Well, I got a 2, so it sounds like 3 is what we're going with.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
All right.
We screwed up every single one of those rolls.
I know.
We're 0 for 4 on those series of rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that is really something.
You start to the situation here is really, really rapidly deteriorating.
Yeah.
There's the storm in the back and the smoke from the fire coming in from the front, and every once in a while a car from the deck above you just comes crashing down the ramp and just sits in the middle of the aisle here, and you gotta move it, and you lose a couple of cars that way, where BECCA and Thinkbot pull a car out, decoupled, and then just gets into an immediate car accident, and both cars have to be trashed, and you just kind of dump them into the ocean.
And each time BECCA and I get out and exchange insurance
I also think
information.
I don't have full control of the drones, so some of the flying drones are just flying around randomly, shooting off machine gun bursts in random directions.
Oh my god!
Fortunately, their default setting is not random killing and is just standby, so there is no way.
Yeah, I changed that.
His default setting
I very much edited that, and I think I screwed up a memory location. I think I have a buffer overflow. I think I'm off by 1 error.
A combination of the disastrous roll on the engineering. It means that the cars take quite a bit of damage as you're decoupling them, and you get maybe one car that's totally unscathed.
Is it the mom car?
It is the mom car.
The mom car.
I don't know. I don't want to No.
Quick question.
Damn it.
We get that one. That's going to be our official car. Are there other motorcycles? None of them look like a Kira.
Oh yeah, there are a couple other motorcycles. Yeah.
I would like
and
to
you do
load
your hand
motorcycles into the car, so those should be safe.
They should be, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
I feel like logically they should take very little damage. You do realize
Thinkbot skids the thing around. The motorcycles are all careening around in the back.
But weirdly, as we're driving it, they explode. Who can say?
A combination of it's very hard to like you guys not being experienced drivers and the conditions being bad, and maybe you didn't really think how difficult it would be to drive a car off of one moving boat onto another moving boat without causing a lot of damage. So the transference is a bit rocky. There's a couple of times, the first few very heavily, you get a little too much air and very heavily land into the garbage barge, and you hear Sludge just screaming curses at you, saying, "What the fuck are you trying to fucking sink this? You're gonna get us all killed. Drive more carefully." And then you slow down a little.
Do you want to do it? Do you want to drive? I'll drive the garbage barge. That doesn't seem hard. Drive the cars.
Driving the garbage barge seems really hard, actually. Yeah.
And you get
boats.
I can boat one. Let's go.
There's only one minor disaster there, whereas you're trying to get the last car, you just miss completely, and it sinks and it splashes heavily into the ocean.
Oh,
and there's a bit of a scramble as you pull yourselves out of the seats and
well,
up
that one's
onto
for the octopi.
And you get maybe
octopi are going to be in the thickest cars.
That's true.
You get maybe 15 or 16 cars loaded into the garbage barge here. Banged up. Cars, they are dented, and some of them look like they were in car accidents and were towed from the side of the street.
I mean, they essentially
some of them
were.
Have motorcycles in the back seats of them. The windows you can see are smashed with like the handlebars of the motorcycle sticking out. Before you realize that before you exhaust all usable cars on this deck.
I'm going to assume that at some point I grab a pickup truck and I get Prodigy in the seat with me, and while the pickup truck's going crazy, creepily the Killbot has a gyroscope that keeps him creepily perfectly positioned as the truck's bouncing from side to side all the way down to the garbage scope.
Could we say that this entire space is now cleared because we've removed all of the usable cars?
Would I say that? What was your question?
The whole deck. It's clear of cars. Now it would be easy to drive a car here because it's so empty.
Yeah, it's clear of drivable cars.
Yeah,
it's not clear.
That's just filled with wreckage completely.
Most of the wreckage is like shoved off to a corner or something. Like we could start unlocking the cars on the lower ramps and then bring those up if we wanted.
The wreckage may still be sliding from side to side from second to second.
Yeah, things are pretty volatile here as well.
I'm thinking maybe we've gotten the right number of cars. I mean, we've nailed this one. We got a bunch of cars. They're all in acceptable condition.
And Sludge is not going to betray us because the cars look like shit.
Were we afraid Sludge was going to betray us? I was totally not keyed into that plot line.
I didn't like her. She was kind of mean. I
mean, she is kind of mean, but I mean that's no reason to think somebody's going to betray you. You know, yeah.
I was thinking
you don't know what kind
of, I mean,
life experiences she's been through that might have, because I can read her mind, so I could tell if she, it'd be nice to be warned about that because I could just double check like telepathically.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Think about it, forget about how you can read minds. Like right out of the brain.
It's the only thing I can do. So
you can do what now?
It sounds like you're not trying to get any more cars off the ship.
Nah.
I think we're getting out of here, right? I feel like we've pushed our luck too far, honestly.
Okay.
I think we're good. I think that was a good job.
Yeah, that was a good job.
Yeah.
That was one of our better heists. That was one of our more successful heists.
I would actually agree that this was one of our better heists. Yeah.
Yeah, right? Yeah. We're getting better.
Yeah.
We are getting better. We're going to have something.
We are.
For me personally, this one went a little worse than the last one.
Yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be good. You'll get like $50 out of this. We'll be fine. We'll fix
so you
shit.
pile onto the barge and set sail back for Miami. I'm going to say we'll cut to back at the bar, the back room, Metal Mouth's back room. You've got the barge, and just like it doesn't look like you just stole a bunch of luxury cars. Kind of looks like you just went to a bunch of car accidents on the side of the highway and tried to stole the wreckage of luxury cars.
Untrackable.
Untrackable, yeah, check this out.
No one would know that these were luxury
cars. Have taken some time to inspect the cars, and he piles you into his booth, and you're seeing him now maybe at his most sober you've ever seen him. And he kind of just like looks at you like a little confused. And he goes, "These cars are shit. This looks like shit, guys."
It was on a boat, you know.
I'm a big believer in honest feedback. These cars suck.
Oh, you're gonna have to forward that to Arasaka. That was just what they.
I'm sorry. What's the expensive part of a car? The windshield? The dent?
The expensive part of the car. So we'll do this exercise together, right? Think about you want to buy a car, right? If you want to buy a nice car, you want it to look like a car, right? And not like.
Sorry. I thought you had a body shop. You don't know how to fix it.
Yeah, right.
It's just
well, they're a little dented. They were on a moving boat.
That was on fire.
Wait, none of you are drivers? I thought you
have you never heard of a chop shop? Have you ever heard of a chop shop? We have pre-chopped them. We're doing extra work. We're doing extra work for you.
Chop them. So chop them. Thinkbot is just his head mounted on the killbot now. It's just walking around while my body's being repaired.
I mean, I can chop them, but the pay's gonna be way like I can't make a fraction of what I thought I was gonna make from these things. I was expecting mint condition, like semi-mint condition luxury.
Well, I mean, this utility van's nice.
This is semi-mint.
That's ours.
Come on.
The utility van does look nice.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys can keep that one. I don't think we'll sell that one.
Oh, great.
Yeah, cool. We got a car.
So what I'm hearing is this was a success.
Yeah.
I'm not really seeing the problem here.
We infiltrated.
The problem's coming in your
Nobody
paycheck,
noticed
buddy.
us. Oh, we'll just.
So we're still getting paid.
What?
Getting paid.
We can take all this to another chop shop.
No.
Oh, that's a good point.
Can we?
Yeah.
Definitely.
How much money? How much money did you put into this one?
These are my cars now, so you know.
Okay.
I mean, we just group huddle here.
Okay.
If you could not listen for a second, Metal Mouth, we killed like 2 people to get them already. What if we just kill Metal Mouth, right?
What if you just kill Metal Mouth? Is that what you're saying?
Sorry, I asked you not to listen.
No, I'm sorry.
This was off the record. This was officially off the record.
Group chat.
LOL, what if we just kill this fucker?
Yeah.
We could probably steal his way better cars. Sell those. And then we'll pin him for the crime. If you don't pay us what you expected, we'll pin you for the crime.
That went from me really not liking that to me all of a sudden liking that.
Yeah.
You threaten Metal Mouth with this? Like you'll pin the crime on him?
No. Okay, so I'm going to rethink that.
This is all in the group chat. Okay.
Should we just take the funds we can get and go, or should we threaten?
That's probably what we should do. We should probably.
How much money are you offering? How much money are you offering? And you're going to do free repairs on the team. But how much are you off? You're welcome.
I'm not fixing you guys. That's not my job. And 2, so I guess, I don't know, a couple credits per car. Let's call it 8 a car.
8 credits a car, and we have 16
Yeah.
cars. What are we complaining about?
Yeah, right. We'll take it.
Yeah, take that.
Absolutely.
Take it.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
Oh,
We do have to
here's my-
get young prodigy through college. So
That would be
correct.
That's a
I
good
mean,
step.
this is a great
That's a good
foundation
point.
for
That's a good
future
point.
criming. You know.
We'll open up what are those funds? We'll open up a savings fund.
wait. How much money do you think they were going to pay us per car if we brought good cars?
Oh,
Jesus.
100.
No one
Hundreds.
asked that question. Uh-oh.
Oh my
Maybe
goodness.
1,000 high-end ones. If you got one of those new line Arasaka brand motorcycles, you know, the ones with the red flanges out the
Yeah.
side. Oh, those hundreds of thousands of credit.
That is
I would
punishing.
burn this entire facility down before selling that to you if I had gotten it. Just so you
Oh
know.
yeah, I mean, me too. Are you kidding me? I'd kill you on the spot if you brought back one of those.
Okay, let's stop talking about killing each other and maybe let's just get paid. Becca,
But I
maybe we
wanna
could
tell you
just.
I drove on that and I parkoured around it, and it was so cool. So
Yeah,
all
it
these
would have
cars
looked
were
really
all
cool
weird.
if that had happened.
Take
But it did.
the
All right.
money and
All
buy
right,
yourself
Becca's got
a
to go
motorcycle.
now. We've all got to go, so let's just get paid real quick. And I'm just
So
gonna-
I think that's where we're gonna end it with your.
Can I add one?
for you.
Can I add one? Can I add one other thing? So at this point, there's a ding. I think there's a ding on Becca's phone as my email finally comes through, and it says subject urgent. Take the laptop with you. Best regards. And I'm also reminded of my automatic footer that is a very long legal document that says do not forward this to unauthorized people. It's not legal to own this email. Save a tree. Do not print this out.
Wow.
Great.
And I'll never
Wow.
get that email because I don't check my email because I'm not 12,000, Victor.
With a very
Incredible.
old and retro email alert. That is, I think, where we're going to end it. Great.
Fantastic.
I
Well,
can't believe you burned
thank
my
you guys.
car. Can't believe you did this to me.
You see an opportunity like that, Andy, and you can't pass it up.
Devastating.
Wow.
Be my
Great. Well,
last
thank you so
episode.
much, everybody. I hope you had a great time. I sure did. I hope everyone watching at home or on YouTube also enjoyed the small foray into cyberpunk on TDR. I don't know what's happening next, and neither do you. So together, we're in this mystery of what happens next week.
Wow.
It's a mystery. Maybe we'll do a murder
Normally we
mystery.
do talk about the system and how the play went.
That's
Yes. We should
right.
do that next week.
You're right. I remember that when I was there for that when we did that last time.
All right.
Well, stay tuned for that. And
Thank
yeah,
you guys for
otherwise,
letting me sit in on this. This has been a blast.
Oh, yeah.
Last couple of Thursdays that I got to play on this. So thank you guys so much. Hope that was good for viewers.
Oh yeah.
We loved it.
Anyways,
Oh yes, Dan.
That was
That was
Awesome.
wonderful.
great. All right.
And thank
well,
you, Christian, for running. That was awesome.
Yeah,
Definitely.
thank you.
Definitely.
Uh,
Yeah.
I love Cyberpunk, so I'm so glad you did this, Christian.
Yeah,
Yes.
great. Awesome.
You can tell because 3 of us were robots.
Yes. Awesome. Well, make sure to check out all of the cool upcoming Wandering DMs content. The Off Next Sunday, and I don't know. You guys have Dan. I feel like you guys have a show every night of the week at this point.
Well, I think we have 3 shows at the moment, so we're doing pretty good. We'd like to add more. So if anybody, if you guys have more games to be running, feel free to tell us. But next thing coming up is Sundays, us talking to Karen 12s about improv for gamers. We all think improv's super important for our gaming, so we're going to get some tips. And if you're in improv, tune in Sunday at 1.
Yeah. All right. Well,
awesome.
thank you everybody again for joining. That sounds very cool. And we'll see you all next time on TDR.
Bye, everybody.